Hey everybody, this is Rick. You need to clean the coils that are in the bottom rear of your refrigerator. I'll show you how to do it and tell you why you need to do it at that time. These are some of the basic tools that I use. These are typically available at your hardware store, and these are available at any pet store that sells aquariums. They're flexible brushes that you use to clean the filler tubes that go to the filters. So let's get started. A couple things I want to point out is I'm mindful that I don't really want to mark up my hardwood floors. So I put something under the front rollers. Just when I swing it around, I don't want them marking up the floor. And I purposely have not done this for 2 years because I wanted to do this video and I want to show you how dirty it gets. And a big difference is if you have carpet or pets, they produce a lot of lint everywhere in your house, but also back here. So we don't have any carpet downstairs at all, and we don't have any pets. And here are the vents, and you can see they're not completely clogged up. They're breathing okay, but you can see how much dirt is gathered on here. Couple things to be mindful of when you pull this out. You don't want to overstress the water hose going to your ice maker, and you're going to want to unplug this before you go any further. A big tip from me is you have one of the greatest tools in your hands all the time anymore, which is your phone. Take photographs before you do anything. Know where every screw goes that you're going to take off. Note if those pipes go together and how they go together and whether that comes out on the top or the bottom, that sort of thing. Take photographs. You can simply delete them when you're done. And most of these screws are going to take 1/4 inch socket. And also you might want to wear gloves. A lot of these edges of this metal, they can get sharp. So it is certainly a good idea to wear gloves. First step is get your vacuum out and let's clean up all the loose stuff. That's just to get that out of the way, and then take your brush attachment and clean everything off of these. Then I'm going to take this panel off. Just a reminder, this is unplugged. Not a big concern, but it's always safest to unplug it. And once you take that cover off, this is what you will see. Your refrigerator is an air conditioner. That's all this system is. It creates cold air, blows the cold air into the refrigerator itself. And in the process of creating that cold air, it generates heat. That heat needs to be blown from a fan that's inside here across these coils. The way it works is it uses a compressor, which is over here. And the compressor compresses refrigerant. It changes it from a liquid to a gas, and that is part of the process of how it creates cold from room temperature air. And after it passes that cold air inside the coil, similar to this that's inside the refrigerator, it comes back here and it must cool down to get it back into a liquid state. Again, there's a fan behind here. These are all individual coils with refrigerant running through it. That refrigerant has to cool down so it can turn back to a liquid state so it can continue to cycle through the system and to run. So very carefully, I'm going to start pulling all this off. with my vacuum. You want to be careful. You're not pushing, you're not prodding. There's no metal, there's no screwdrivers. All you're doing is gently vacuuming this off. While that looks like it did a great job, there is a bunch more inside this. So we're going to get inside the best we can because there are more coils inside of here. I'm going to gently bend this to try to get around the back side because what's here is also on the back side. And the fan is over here. The fan pulls the air from the outside all the way around this and blows it that way. All right, so as you saw, it is equally important to slowly bend this and get around the back side because the back side is the exact same as the front side. And you can see now how open that is, and all these individual tubes will now cool down the refrigerant like it should, and the whole system will work a whole lot more efficiently. It looks like there still is some lint inside here. This whole outside row is perfectly clean, but there's another row inside there that I just can't get to. I even tried to get in through the fan opening and I'm just not able to. It's a sealed unit, but having all this all the way around open has helped tremendously. And one of the reasons I love these aquarium brushes is because it has these very soft nylon brushes that compress, and that not only allows me to clean the outside, but as I'm going, it also cleans in between really well. So that's why I really prefer these aquarium brushes. And as you saw, while I'm in here, I clean out all the dust from everywhere. I will do the entire outside of the cabinet. I will wipe down the floor and the baseboard around here. And when you're putting it back in, again, be careful you don't pinch on the cords and the wires. And when you're putting this panel back on, make sure you don't pinch anything here and everything is going back the way it's supposed to. This has been 2 or 3 years since I've done it. I will go back to checking it every year. It's really not that bad to do once you get a handle on it. I do an electronic calendar and I'll put a note in there every year to take this apart and do it. And it just helps me make sure it's working as efficiently as it can. I hope this helps you. Please do the like and the subscribe button, the thumbs up thing, and leave me a comment. God bless. Have a great day. There it is, all put back together, and I'm going to add this after the fact. Please watch the video I link in my description that tells you how to screw in a screw. No one else will ever teach you this, but if you do it this particular way, you will never strip out the threads on a socket for anything you are putting a screw into repeatedly.